Yo, it's Eagle Eyes that is seeing the house. Well, welcome to the game related story. Okay, so here's the hood that we were talking about here in Napa. It's about PSA. You know, PSA, which stands for like Pueblo San Aguillas. But this hood was been known by one of those Calderon families. You know, they're the fathers in the hood at that time, before Carlos was born at that time in 1981. And then 2002 was my nephew. You know what I mean? You know, it could be the same name, could be the same old shit. You know what I mean? All you have to know about this shit has to go. This shit was in danger in that time. But those guys are pretty soft as like one of my hood from the BLS, one of my hood from the people from the Royale, nothing. You know what I mean? They got nothing on us. They got nothing. But, however, if things gonna get cruelized in this hood, this shit can vanish. But all they have to do, just squash the beef, you know? Don't wear out. Because I have no trust about those universal security guards. But they're trying to protect you. See if they're going to make sure where those tags come from. They did it at Home Depot. They did it at Safeway. They didn't have... Someplace else they put the tags like PSA. But we call them the group of the hood CSA. Because I'm making it like disrespectful about the name. As Calles San Aguillas. You know? I call them Calles San Aguillas as Chapetes San Aguillas. Chapetes. Because they're busters, wannabes, and wannabe type of the hood of the BLS. I ain't one of them. Pepe's one of them. My nephew's one of them. His homeboys are one of them too. Watch out. You know, gotta watch their people's backs because things can get very ugly. You know, we don't want that shit to escape. You know, because my family's in danger. You guys, Jose, Diego, James, others, and the 4th generation members in the hood or 5th generation in the hood. Once you listen to this shit, you gotta make sure to take down the PSA members. They're in danger now. And they're about to destroy Napa. I don't want this shit to end. Because I already just passed those guys, like 2 of them from last year. I did it like once when I give them a scar, like someone did like Pepe, and then punched that dude out in the face. Man, fuck that. I don't want to get to another second routine. Because I'm in danger now. They're almost like norteños. You gotta have to feel what you have, my essays. Hey, yo, essay. You gotta make sure, gotta get your ass deep up in the hood. Get your ass and find one of the people's hunting around in the hood, like the ones who work for La Cheve in the morning, and then get the ass while they're in deep in the hood. Because I'm tired of this shit now. And besides, we can still don't give a fuck about the police in Napa, but we gotta have to protect themselves. Because there's no such in a way to always to get protective or self-protective. The only way you have to do the right thing, set my godmother's house on fire at Homewood Avenue. That's the only way we can stop it. And the Terrace Avenue too. That's where Carlos lives. That's why he's a PSA wannabe. Also known as the CSA. Chapete. Give this chapete on fire. We don't give a damn about those neighbors. Because this isn't the righteous hood that we live in, Liberty and the others. This used to be like Norteño sides, like each street that was in Terrace. But they replaced my PSA and then this Vatos hood. This is my leader hood. This is my own hood. You know? We don't believe what they have if they have restrictions and shit. There's nothing in the house against it. It's against God's will. You know? You're gonna guys that have to deal with it. Not me. I've been pushed this too far for 2 times last year. Now I'm going way too long now. However, I'm gonna have to change my plan because my family's in danger. Everybody else is in danger. You know? I don't want my cousin Jessica knows everything about this. Everybody else needs to care about what we have here in Napa. Or especially like people in Vacaville, people in Truckee, people in Reno, people in Mexico, people in Georgia, people in Chicago, Illinois. Crazy. Well, we're gonna have to do what we expecting we're bigger. In the bigger plan. You know what I mean? Do the right thing. If somebody else who's doing the wrong thing in the hood, that who's doing it in the getaway, back in the 70s to 90s, give those PSA members running away from the block and show them how they can treat respect. Because I have no respect for every people who is dig-lining from everybody else's business. I have no idea what's it to you. If there's somebody's making it up with stories, that's on Pepe or his homeboys. Because I don't give a damn what he thinks. You know? By behind the story, the first to 4th generation members, first generation in the hood, those people, they were deported since like in the 90s. And Carlos was all alone at that time. And he has no help. Before he had a girlfriend, like somewhere where he was in Napa High. He has no help because he just needs some time where he was a lot of handed because of Las Aguillas was the only restaurant they've been here in the 70s. They grew up when they end up like getting deported because they grew up as PSA members. PSA members, they parted in Pueblo, Jefferson, and Lincoln. That's where all the apartments, they can live in a complex where gangsters used to be around here. Also known as the wannabes. That's almost like PBS members. PBS members were like Pueblo and every streets. You know what I mean? If this isn't their streets, it's our streets. BLS. BLS for life. Laurel Street to anywhere in the West Napa. Anywhere. Everywhere. Anywhere I go in Napa. Especially Liberty too. Shout out to Liberty Drive who owns it in this street and will become an owner. You know, I'm part of the owner of the hood. I'm part of it. If you guys watching this video, it's going to help you to participate in everything but we can. And you guys have to think about this. Think about it first. Because those thugs, they're acting seriously. If one person doesn't leave for San Jose or wherever people in the mind that doesn't want to take the respect of whatever they need to leave, go ahead, get murdered. Go ahead. Set my godmother's house on fire. She's the one that's responsibility. Why do I live here in Napa? Why do I taking responsibilities about having the whole family to others? Why do I disrespect to everybody else? Like Norteños or something like that. Or BSL like Roy. My cousin, he is a BSL. King Roy. And then Chep, he's a part of the BSL too. But he's almost like the BPN member. Almost. But he wasn't the leader at that time because he's not a cholo. You know what I mean? All he does in the West Napa, he's just represented that way. But we're not talking about notable members. We're talking about how PSA members who run in the streets. You know? That is why we need to learn about this shit from the police. Because this isn't right for us. You know what I mean? Or this is not a family with Faradies or Bettis or any type of family. That's not right. We're going to have to treat themselves right. But that's not okay. Because I'm trying to make myself big. But we're in danger. And that's not okay. Whoever is in a conversation who was talking shit to Jessica, that's my nephew. You know what I mean? You shouldn't take in shit on the police too. Because we're here and making this video by accident. And you're not going to like it. Because you're going to be in danger. You will get murdered. Because you're never going to come back. You'll never see your godmother again. You'll never see your mom again. You'll never see your dad again. And your sister and your little brother. Because you know why? Your little brother is mine. He's going to be a sureño in 10 fucking years. So watch out. Watch your back, Leva. I'm here to put this in YouTube. And you're not going to like this shit. So stay back and stay away from my family. Stay away from Jessica. You better stay away from Vacaville. You better stay away from Truckee. You stay away from my closest cousins. You better stay away from my family. You better stop playing games on me and towards the police and towards my cousin Jessica. And that's it. And that's final. Bitch.